What is up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of my Seahawks franchise series for Madden. My name is West Coast 22. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for taking the time. We are heading into week 3, going on the road to Minnesota. The first 2 weeks have been up and down. We dismantled the Colts in week 1, and then Derrick Henry literally does whatever Derrick Henry wants to do against us in week 2. So we are going to... we need to skip ahead to week 3, but I'm going to upgrade real quick. None of these are actually quite important here. Normally I just kind of skip over these dudes, but there's only 2. So let's just make it happen. Going in, I mean, we're going to have to deal with Dalvin Cook. Derrick Henry's a different kind of runner, but we're going to have to deal with Dalvin Cook in week 3. So not looking forward to that. We do get Gabe Jackson back, which is one of our offensive linemen. So that will help. We'll go into week 3 here. We should be able to start recruiting or scouting now, I believe. Yeah. Players to negotiate too. Jamal Adams, we're absolutely going to re-sign. He's just too good. Dwayne Brown is somebody that we're not going to re-sign. He's 83. He wants a lot of money for a 36-year-old. My guess is he's going to be down in the 80s or 79 after this year. So we're going to let him go. You know, the first year, there are a lot of older players, and that's something we're going to have to take a look at. We're going to have to look at our team salaries, look at who, and see if we can trade anybody away. Guys that we're not going to re-sign. We have a decent, holy Lord, a decent amount of people that are in one-year deals that we could potentially get rid of here. The higher overall, the better. Disley, we're going to keep. I have another franchise with him, and he ended up getting Superstar X Factor and went up to like a 95. So we're going to keep Disley. He's young. We're going to keep him. Diggs we'll keep for a few more years. Brown we're not going to keep. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Adams will resign, and then the rest of these are just really bad overall. So, typically, I like to make some trades and dump some people here, but I mean, maybe Diggs. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But we need to get some depth on this squad here. Gerald Everett's another one that I could potentially just trade away, which I actually probably will trade away. Gerald Everett. He's only on a 1-year deal. We have Disley. Do we do 2 tight end sets? Yeah, we do. But I'd rather see if I can get a draft pick for him. But other than that, I just don't see any potential players that have value to try and build up our draft pick. So we're not going to worry about signing Jamal right now. Scouting, though, we do need to kind of take a peek and see what are our targets. We have to scout a little bit differently simply because, holy Lord, 57? Are we missing somebody? Or is that for one more week? Still, though, 67? What the hell? Our offensive line is just brutal, man. Brutal. DK, Eskridge. So, offensive line is big for us. We need to get some offensive line help. We need to get linebacker help, and pretty much just defensive line. So anywhere on the defense besides strong safety, pretty much, and middle linebacker, and offensive line. So we have some things to scout here. Auto-generated, bruh. Auto-generated. So considering that I actually don't have my first round pick, remember, because of the fantasy draft that happened. Wait, this isn't the fantasy draft. Where did I give my first round pick to? What? Oh, we don't have a first round pick. The Seahawks don't have a first round pick, do they? Or have I made a trade? I don't remember. How do I not remember? Do the Seahawks just not have a first round draft pick in 22? That's probably what it is, because I sure as hell have not made any trades. I don't think. Again, I just could be entirely wrong, but I don't think I have. I do so many franchises. Yeah, no. Good Lord. Malik Reed, fourth round pick. Okay, so the Seahawks just don't have first round pick. So that's not ideal. We need to find a way to move up and get maybe a first rounder or just maybe some more second rounders and start building this squad. So I'm going to have to kind of take a peek. I'm not going to do it right now, but we're going to have to take a peek and kind of look around and kind of see where we're at, because we are going to have to rebuild a little bit. So you can't get everybody. When we don't have a first round pick, we have some third and fourths. We're going to have to go down to the projected fourth and fifth and hope we can get some second and third round talents. That's really our only goal here. So this is good. 2 scheme fits, both third round, which means they'll be there in the third round for us more than likely. So we are going to probably get every single offensive position, then start working our way through the defense, minus strong safety, especially because it looks so bad. And just see what the hell we can find. It's not going to be an impressive draft, but that's just the way it is. Weekly, all right. The weekly strategy here. We're going up against the Vikings, somewhat balanced. They obviously with Dalvin Cook. That's what we want to focus on is Dalvin Cook. So we're going to focus on the inside run with Dalvin. Although, is Dalvin not playing? It says their biggest threat is Alexander Madison. Hold on. Please hold. Roster. Injury report. Vikings. Dalvin Cook has pulled his groin and we do not have to face Dalvin Cook. Wow. That is a huge loss for the Vikings. Great for us that we do not have to face Dalvin Cook. I still don't think they're going to switch up their game plan, the AI, too much, so I'm probably just going to still stick with the run. Although, man, I mean, last game was a little bit different. It was a Titans really explosive offense, but they kind of did whatever they wanted to us. They didn't really torch us on the run too bad until late in the game. Derrick Henry only had about 100 yards until the fourth quarter. I mean, with no Dalvin Cook, I might change this. And I'm actually going to. I'm going to change to the pass. If they want to run with Madison, then let them. For us, because of our offensive line, they only blitz 33% of the time. I'm not super worried about that. Because of our offensive line, I really want to work on the run blocking, because the AI likes to run a lot. I mean, even when my game plan says not to a point, they still do it. Catch and track, better medium, better release, faster reaction. Ooh. Do I want to run it inside or throw it? Let's see if we can get the run game. Let's just focus on that. For goals, it's going to pretty much be the exact same goals as normal. It's really not going to change too often. Russell Wilson passing. Don't let him get fourth down conversions and get 15 first downs. I think that's where we should focus on. Here, I want to change DK Metcalf too. I don't want him to be the focus. So we need to look and see. I don't know if I did this in week 1. But I need to see. I would love. Oh, he's 26 though. 27, 25, 5. We really don't have anybody young that has star dev or higher. However, Rashad Penny at 25. DJ Reed at 24 might be a good option. Try to get him up faster, at least in this first year. Poona Ford is also another really good option, and so is Will Dissly. I mean, Chris Carson's already an 88, so I'm not really worried about him. I'm not going to go punter. I'm going to go defense here. I'm going to switch this to DJ Reed because he's 24. Damian Lewis we're going to keep because he's a star and he's young. Dwayne Eskridge, I'm also going to keep even though he's normal because I really want to get him up quick. The other thing is to get these focus players as fast as we can, these other three, which adds up a lot. So we're going to run this training here. Again, we turned off injuries for training because it's just so damn consistent. Happens all the time, and I'm just kind of over it. So we turned that off. Manage roster. All right, so we have Alden Smith back. So do we have anybody left on our injury report? All right, so Jordan Brooks. We're still missing Dwayne Brown and Jordan Brooks for one more week. Hope we can get out of Minnesota unscathed so we can head into our divisional debut against the Niners with a full complement of squads. I think we are set here on the road to U.S. Bank Stadium. Yeah, I think we're set. We're going to let the AI play this out. 1-1 Seattle Seahawks travel to U.S. Bank Stadium in Minnesota to take on the Dalvin Cook-less Vikings for Week 3. Enjoy the game. Let's hope for the best. Welcome to Week 3 of the NFL season, where the 1-1 Seattle Seahawks will travel to U.S. Bank Stadium in Minnesota to take on the 1-1 Vikings. We pick it up early in the first quarter here. 3rd and 5 for Minnesota. Alexander Madison finds a seam up the middle. Kirk Cousins drops back and finds him. Green grass in front of him. Ends up getting 33 on the play. A big first drive brewing for the Vikings at home. Later on in the drive, 3rd and 1 here. A 3rd and goal from the 1. Jamal Adams comes up. Big stop, big hit on Alexander Madison. Keeps the Vikings out of the end zone and holds them to a field goal. First play for the Seahawks there on their opening drive. Danielle Hunter makes the right tackle look absolutely silly. Comes up and drills Russell Wilson for one of his many sacks on the day. Later on, Wilson drops back. 3rd and 14 now on their own 20 still. Will find his rookie D. Eskridge on the right side here for a 19-yard gain and keeps the chains moving. Very next play, Wilson in shotgun again. Has plenty of time to look. This time, steps up, runs right, and this time he will find Tyler Lockett for 16 yards down to the 45 and into Minnesota territory for the Seahawks. Very next play again. The pass game just continues. Another shotgun. This time spreading it around. DK Metcalf this time gets it down to the 32-yard line. 3 straight passes, 3 straight first downs. And the Seahawks are moving. This time 3rd and 10 though. Russell Wilson's going to try to scramble for it. Runs left. Finds a little bit of room, but cannot get to the first down. So he is going to be stopped short. An attempt here to make it a 3-3 game. But the offense stays on the field. Russell Wilson in shotgun again. This time a draw play to Chris Carson. Looks to have gotten it, but the referees deemed it to be a little bit short and a very big gamble. And Minnesota takes over on downs. Minnesota's drive now. Kirk Cousins all day to throw. Finds Irv Smith on the left side. Looks good. The play is challenged. Look at the feet. Could go either way, but the refs uphold it. And it's a big gain for Minnesota. 3rd and 9 now. 44 seconds left to go in the half. Deep. And it's knocked away. I believe that's DJ Reed Jr. out there. Another field goal from Minnesota, and it's 6-0. Start of the second quarter now. 3rd and 17 for Russell Wilson. Finds D. Eskridge again for a big 3rd and 17 pickup to keep the chains moving and hopefully get some points on the board. 3rd and 6 again. Russell Wilson trying to get that efficiency. This time finds his halfback Chris Carson. Barely gets over that line. Another 3rd down conversion, and the chains keep moving. 3rd and 3 again. Can't get out of 3rd and 3. Russell Wilson spins out of the sack from Tomlinson. Finds Will Dissly for another conversion. And Seattle is just frustrating this Minnesota defense. The very next play, Russell Wilson with a quick 3-step drop. Finds Gerald Everett out of the backfield. He can rumble. Gets into the red zone. for a 16-yard gain. And here we go for Seattle. Another third down for the Seahawks. 3rd and 17 this time. He will drop back, find his man over the middle. Just going to be short. So they do settle for a field goal here. And it's 6-3. Kirk Cousins drops back now. Carlos Dunlap can spin around his man. Gets to Kirk Cousins the first sack of the day for the Seahawks. 3rd and 20 now. Check out this play from Justin Jefferson. Through 2 men, diving leap on 3rd and 20. Check this play out again. A wonderful grab. An amazing catch. Leaps, gets a bit higher than the defender, and hauls in a big 3rd and 20. Just out of the 2-minute warning now. Cousins trying to find somebody. Trying to get this ball into the end zone. Aldon Smith working. Gets Kirk Cousins from behind. Another sack for the Seahawks. The 2nd sack in 3 plays. 3rd and 21 now, trying to stay in field goal range. He finds Alexander Madison, who finds a swarm of Seahawks defenders. Can't get it. Defense holds again. Vikings another field goal, and it's 9-3. After Wilson gets sacked on the ensuing drive, he finds Will Dissly down the middle for a big gain, but there's a penalty as well. Danielle Hunter lit up Russell Wilson. 15 yards roughing the passer, 43 net play. The very next play, unfortunately, or 2 plays after, Danielle Hunter does get to him again. That ends the threat. And it's going to go into halftime, a 9-3 game. In second half action now, Seahawks need something big. 3rd and 3 for Kirk Cousins. He's going to look right. He's going to throw a terrible pass. Trey Flowers picks it off, and there is nobody in front of him. Just what the Seahawks needed, a pick 6, a defensive play. And just like that, Seahawks take a 10-9 lead. Kirk Cousins trying to do something on the next drive. 2nd and 9. 3-step drop. Can't find anybody. He finds Carlos Dunlap, though, for his 2nd sack today. And it makes it a huge 3rd and long from Minnesota. They cannot convert. A Vikings punt. First play from Russell Wilson. He has plenty of time. Looks, drops back, heaves a ball down. He's got DK Metcalf, who's got some space, and he is in. A 54-yard touchdown. DK's first of the year. And just like that, 2 quick scores from Seattle, and it's 17-9. Next possession for Minnesota, it goes from bad to worse. 3rd manageable. Cousins is flush from the pocket. Aldon Smith can find him again. His 2nd sack, the 4th sack for Seattle, and Minnesota's struggles just continue. 3rd and 9 for Seattle now. Russell Wilson can drop back. He is going to find his target. It is the rookie, D. Eskridge again. 18 yards, keeps the chain and keeps the momentum moving in the Seahawks' direction. 2nd and 2 now in the red zone. Russell Wilson is going to find DK Metcalf on a quick slant. 2 straight drives, 2 touchdowns for DK. And just like that, Seahawks are up big. 24-9. Another 3rd down here from Minnesota. Cousins throws left. It is going to be dropped by his receiver. Doesn't look like he would have got the first down anyways, but another big problem for Minnesota. Hawks try to score on 3 straight drives now. 2nd and inches. He finds his man Tyler Lockett, but he is hit hard, and the ball is loose. Harrison Smith picks it up. Seattle's first turnover of the game. A big turnover for Minnesota if they want to get back into this game. Minnesota driving now on the same drive. 3rd and 2. He cannot find his receiver. Overthrows. Minnesota does attempt a field goal, but they miss it, and it stays 24-9. 3rd and 5 now. Russell Wilson is going to flush right. Throws an awkward pass across his body across the field, but does find DK Metcalf for a first down. The very next play, Wilson has some more time, and he is going to find his tight end, Will Dissly, wide open in the middle of the field. He is going to go down for a big gain of 27 down to the 9-yard line. And Seattle is threatening again. 2nd and goal this time. Wilson is going to drop back. He can't see anybody open, so he's going to do it himself. Finds some space, finds a hole, barrels his way into the end zone. His first rushing touchdown of the year, and Seattle has blown this game wide open. It is 31-9. 2nd and 10 now for the Vikings. Cousins is going to drop back. He's trying to find somebody, but he finds Al Woods instead, rushing up the middle. The 5th sack of the day for the Seahawks. The defense has just turned it up. 3rd and 5 now. Seahawks trying to finish this game out. Russell Wilson is going to scramble left, and he's going to have it in front of him. He's going to get the first down, keeps the clock moving, and that is going to be it. Seattle would literally run the rest of the clock out, getting first downs. Defense steps up huge. Russell Wilson takes over in the second half, and Seattle scores 28 unanswered points to defeat the Vikings, 31-9. All right, so an interesting game there. Seattle pulls out the victory. Does not play a very good first half. We do stop the Vikings from scoring the entire first half. The offense does not do much, but the second half is a different story. 28-0 in the second half. We'll go check out the box score here. 406 total yards. We held the Vikings to 181. Not having Dalvin Cook was a big advantage for us, and it shows in the numbers. 181, 94 pass yards from Kirk Cousins against this secondary. Let's go back to that for a second. 1 turnover each, 8 third down conversions. We kept the chains moving pretty consistently. Not a lot of penalty yards. All right, let's go look up here. Russell Wilson, 27 of 33, incredibly efficient. 2 scores, 344 yards in the air. Madison had a pretty decent first quarter, I guess I'd say. But then we held him pretty much in check as well. 23 for 87 is not bad, but considering what he did in the second, third, and fourth quarter was just not much. Chris Carson almost caught him, but really that was just the fourth quarter. He just like last game, he just kind of ran 50 or 60 yards in that last drive, just to kind of cement the game and put her on ice. So Carson didn't have that great of a game. The numbers are a little bit skewed. Receiving, huge day from DK, 5 catches, hit the century mark, scored twice, his first 2 touchdowns of the year. Disley had a big game. Rookie D. Eskridge had a big game, 6 for 73. Their best receiver, their running back out of the backfield, which tends to happen a lot. Defense. Of course, 10 tackles. Tackle for loss, 3 tackles for loss for Hunter, 3 for Alden Smith, 2 for Dunlap. We look at the sacks here. Danielle Hunter, 3 sacks on the game. We had 5 total, 2 from Smith, 2 from Dunlap, 1 from Al Woods. Of course, the pick 6 from Trey Flowers to really turn the momentum our way. Pretty solid game. A little shaky in the first half. Obviously, the AI made some adjustments. I love it. We hit all 4 of our goals, too. If you look on the right side, we got the first downs, we got the pass yards, no conversions on 4th, and got the pick. So 13 staff points for us, which is pretty huge considering we are going in with completely nothing. Maybe our offense and defense have a little bit, and I've got a little bit for the head coach, but other than that, we have to get here, especially here. We need these 3 right here. So we need to hit these. Hands-on offense, not all is lost. Premier destination. I always like to get this one first simply because I think those 3 extra spots are really, really big. That bonus XP, especially for young players over the course of how many seasons, could really be a big deal. So we will. Our next 60 points will go towards this. Again, because I think it is very, very important. Is it? Have I done the research? Am I super genius at this with franchise? No. But I think it's a big deal. The bonus XP, I feel, is huge. So that's what I'm going to go for. Yeah, so week 3, we do hold on, or we do win 31-9. Let's advance the week here, actually, because I want to see. I think we're going to advance the week at the end of every week so we can go back and kind of look at scores and schedules and stuff like that. So we look at the schedule here. League schedule. We'll go back to week 3. Carolina beats Houston to go 3-0. I wish their other records were on top. Really just looking for division. Cardinals go into Jacksonville again, a win. Obviously, we went into Minnesota, got a win. Tampa Bay goes to Los Angeles and beats the Rams. And the Packers go in to Santa Clara and get the win against the Niners. Who we have next? The division is kind of tight right now. 3 teams, I believe. 3 teams are 2-1. We have the San Francisco 49ers next. We have no injuries. Everybody's coming back. You see Dwayne Brown, Jordan Brooks. We have everybody back. It's going to be a big, big game. The first NFC West game of the season coming up next as we go to Levi Stadium. Guys, I appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Again, if you have any constructive criticism or things that you'd like to see, please let me know. This is a new series for me. So if there's certain things you'd like me to do, certain things you'd like to change or to happen, to not happen, please let me know. I'm not that person who's be like, man, it's mine. I don't want to listen to you. Give me some credit. Let me know what you guys want to see. You guys are the ones watching these videos. You guys are the ones that I'm making these for. So if you guys want to see something different, please comment on YouTube, DM me on Twitter, whatever. Let me know what you'd like to see. Week 3 is in the books. We're heading to week 4. I appreciate y'all. Make sure you like, share, subscribe the video. Check out the description, Twitch and Twitter. Follow me. Come hang out. I appreciate y'all taking your time to watch the video. To be good to each other. Take care of yourself. Peace.